February 14th, Valentine's Day. Is that one day in the year when lovebirds are in a frenzy, single people pretend not to care, and vendors make enough money to retire by March? But let's be honest, are we actually in love or do we just love the idea of love? Because this seems to be confusing. We live in times where talking stages have expiration dates, relationships are all vibes and inshallah until February 14th. And then suddenly define the relationship after you've gotten the person a gift becomes a trending topic. And someone somewhere doesn't know they're going to be blocked right after receiving their Valentine's gift. And someone somewhere is also going to be blocked because they didn't give someone a Valentine's gift. Well, today we're unraveling it all. The whole Valentine scam, whether it's a real thing or a fake thing, the thin line between love and lust, and why some of us are actually better off dating ourselves. And trust me, I didn't want to just bring my own idea of love into this particular episode. So I asked some friends some questions. I'm sure this is going to be a great ride. So let's get into it. Oof. Now let's start with the biggest debate of them all. Yes. Is Valentine's Day even real or is it a glorified scam? Because come to think of it, why is February 14th the day love must be proven or proved with gifts, grand gestures, and the occasional empty bank account? I mean, if you love someone, shouldn't every day be Valentine's Day? Because it seems confusing. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. So in order for me not to overthink it and in order for me not to be tagged as anti-love or like some of these girls are going to call it a poverty mentality guy, so I decided to ask someone else, and this is what he said.
Well, Valentine itself is not a scam, and it has never been a scam. Valentine itself, it's a day you gift your spouse, and they do the same. So it's a day to just celebrate your spouse or celebrate your person, and they celebrate you too. They show you more. It's not as if there's no love, but then they show you more love on that day. It's a day that it's a general thing for everybody. That day that everybody have been looking forward to, and a day to just pepper pepper each other. And I think where it might have been going wrong, or where it might seem like it is calm or something like that, is the fact that love to some people is one-sided. Some people never get to feel loved the way they are meant to. Some people see the Valentine thing as a day for them to receive without giving back in return. Some people during Valentine, like, what comes to their mind is, I'm going to spend, I know. But deep down they know they are not receiving anything back, and deep down they know that if they don't give, especially to some kind of standards, kind of social standard, and that's also where the problem is. Like, this social media has exposed everybody to some kind of standard, and when some people don't have the capacity to meet those standards, to them, like, they feel okay, maybe I'm not enough, I'm not doing enough, my person won't, like this enough. So they get pressured and all. They get pressured. Some people, Valentine's Day is the day that they feel maybe their partner is useless, something like that. And Valentine's Day, after Valentine's Day, most people will start having issue with their relationship, and which is not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be at all. Let me just leave it at that. Valentine in its true nature is not meant to be a scam, but then the societal, pressure and some people's personal belief that Valentine is mainly for them, is for them to be spoiled without, reciprocating. Mm. It has watered it down to that level that it might seem like it is calm, but in its true nature, it's not a scam. So let me just leave it at that.
According to what we just listened to right now, Valentine's Day isn't a scam. So it's technically a day to show love and, you know, reciprocate love whatsoever. But from what he said, I sort of like agree with it and like resonate in what he's saying because the way we've made Valentine's Day to seem like as a society has jeopardized the whole meaning and the whole like definition of Valentine's Day, and where it has to revolve around if you're not if there's no grand gesture, then you don't love me enough. If there's no intentional men level kind of energy, then that means the whole Valentine's Day is missing the point. And I agree with what he said. Valentine's Day is not a scam, honestly. It's like it's a beautiful day for you to show love, no matter how little to people. And the way we have overturned the whole concept of Valentine is something scary, and it will become scarier even when we keep moving on in the future. And I don't want to talk too much about it. I don't want to talk too much about it. Well, let's move to the second part. Okay, so this is about talking stages and situationships, and I tagged this one talking stages and situationships, the love that never was. So I don't know if you've ever like been in a talking stage so long that you start to wonder if you people are actually like together, or if people are just like customer care representatives for each other's emotional baggage. I don't know if that makes sense. And we're living in a world where modern romance is making the question, what are we, scarier than what is your body count? And I'm not going to lie, many of you have actually suffered, but don't worry, you're not alone. I asked this my friend for his worst talking stage slash situationship experience. And this is what he had to say. This is what he had to say. Just listen to this. This is
The worst talking stage or situationship experience I've ever had. Well, I think there's one. Now, when I was in the talking stage for about a year, and at some point I felt so confused. And on a normal note, why yourself ask yourself, why will you be in a talking stage for about a year when it's not as if you are courting the person? You guys are in like a courtship stuff. Because it felt so weird for me. So and I decided to like confront her one day that okay, what's actually happening? Why is this feeling like a situationship? Because at some point she started making me feel like a babe. But make it official. No, 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 you're not ready. But you're making me feel when I get jealous about what she does, she'll be like, I'm not a babe. And when I do something that she's not cool with, she'll get jealous. And I'll be like, you said I'm not your babe. So why can't I do like something that will not vex you? You get, since you're not my babe, I should be able to like be free with things I post, like girls and stuff. Should be his talking stage that you called it. So I feel girls are always so crazy and they're always trying to like form the victim, or they're always trying to like play the victim card, and it's always different when guys try to like defend themselves and like make things known. And it's very 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 annoying. Because tell me why you keep me waiting for a year. She did not even say it directly at some, like at the beginning. She'll be like, let's see how it all unfolds. Kiniko, kiniko. Just make this thing official. And if you are not making it official, just let me go. She didn't until I had to like just end the whole thing because it was becoming unbearable. It was not like opened. It was not like clear to me. I just felt this is like a total waste of time. I shouldn't have just giving the stuff a chance after like at first if you get. That's just it. For real. Girls are stupid. They are not stupid. I beg. They are not stupid. But girls are complicated. Let me put it like that. Girls are complicated.
To be honest, I after listening to this, I could feel the pain from his voice. I'm actually I'm speechless. I'm not going to lie. I'm so sorry, bro. This is one of my very very close persons, and I know about this story. That's why I wanted him to like to share it. So and sometimes I start to think about it that like why do we even why do we do talking stages? Like why would you have maybe this is a question like to you in the like you that are listening, maybe you should like put this in the comment section. How long should a talking stage last for? How long should it last for? Like I just want to know your opinion. You can just put it in the comment section so everybody's going to like, relate and stuff like that. So now let's move to segment three or the third part. Love or just games? Now this is where things get messy. Because I start to wonder, do people still fall in love, or is it just like a game of who can care the least? Because nowadays we now have dating apps, situationships, bad boys who are like who are just saying, what are you doing? Are you up? Are you available? But they cannot answer the question, do you want a relationship from me, or you just want to flow with the vibes? Or some girls that they would not reply text quickly because they don't want to seem cheap and because they're trying to play hard to get, which is totally confusing to me because if what love should just be like, is it something that flows, doesn't have to be stressful. And well, so I decided to ask this coursemate of mine what he thinks about it. Like, does love actually exist, or is everybody just like, are we just playing games? Are we just like messing around with each other? Because this shit is confusing to me, honestly. Kuyemi more.
All right. Good morning. Question before me here is: do you think love in this generation is real, or is everyone playing games? Wow, this is a very nice question. Firstly, let's think about what love is. Love. We can actually say love and lust because they are like interwoven. Going back to the dictionary, let's see what love actually meant there. Said it's a deep caring for the existence of another, a strong affection, a profound and caring affection, benevolent concern, care for other people. Can notice here that love is basically care. But then we nowadays we've actually changed all the perspective to lust, and lust is an arousal for sexual desire. You just want to have sexual activity, sexual pleasure with the opposite sex. All right, go back to the question. He said, do you think loving generation is real, or is everyone playing games? Everyone, everybody are not playing games, but I can actually say 60% are playing games. And why do you think they are playing games? They feel like, firstly, they might actually think that, peer pressure can actually be an issue. Because, my friend has a girlfriend, I don't have. Let me just find someone for myself. And some people are just lack of understanding, or, sometimes medically, age also let all these things happen. They'll be like, oh, I'm in my teenage years. I can have a girl just to be cuddling me and carrying me and whatever. But everybody is not playing games. There are some that are truly they love. They don't have anything with sexual desire. They just want to care for the person. They just want to let the person to be fine. Oh, how are you doing today? That's basically what we call love. Any other thing aside from that is lost. So to my answer to this question, it is actually real for some people, and at the same time, it is not real. Some people are playing games. Some people are just they truly love. They truly love. Let me set an example. Someone came to me and said, "Oh, my friend, like someone came over to me and said he likes me." And me, I don't put people down. Because someone likes you, wow, that's very nice. Okay, what are intentions? What are the things he really wants? Or is it that he just wants to sleep with you, or what? What exactly? Then she was like, "Oh, she does not know yet, but I feel like she's." And I said, "Okay, just maintain relationship with the person. Does don't allow do like let there be a kind of barrier in some things." And then as they moved on, though she was being accountable to me, and all of a sudden, all the guy wanted was come to my hostel, let me call you, and I was like, call you. There are two things in this life to know that some people are playing games with you. The first thing is if a man demands sex before marriage, is irresponsible. And if a man, or I mean like a guy, beats you before marriage, is irresponsible. Those are the two things that makes you know that a person is playing game with you. All he wants is just to own you, to make you as a servant and everything. But the person that truly loves you, cares for you, in terms of you making the person get angry, it creates a way to just bring you guys together. So you can't actually judge that. Um, you can't judge everybody based on some people. You can't judge everybody based on some people. Love in some aspects, in some people, it is very genuine. It is very real. Just like the love of the Christians will say the love of Christ to men is very genuine. But then to those playing games, it's never genuine. All they want is to they will say to eat and run. So that is just my answer to the question. That's just my answer to the question. It now depends on you. Now the question is, are you playing game with the person or you truly love the person? Think about it.
Okay, so to the question, do I think love new generation is real, or is everyone playing games, and why do I think so? Well, firstly, I'm a big fan of love actually. So I would say yes. That in this generation we actually have what we call real love, basically. Yes, love is actually real in this generation. You see trends of it, you see posts about it. Although we have those who are actually playing games, like one thing I don't like is why are we playing games? Like if we love each other, give it 100%, give it our best shot. Don't let's play games on who will text first, or who is calling more, who is doing this. But I personally believe that love is actually real in this our generation. Just that the number of those who are playing games with this so-called love, I would say actually on the rise. Yeah, but when you look at this our generation, at time when I look at our generation, I'm always like, she will be able to love and some other things. But then I believe it is real. Some people are just playing games. Yeah. Some just play games, some just mess up this beautiful thing called love. Because love is a beautiful thing. Come on, who doesn't want love? We all want love. Love that is expressive, love that doesn't count wrong, love that is outgoing, love that will give all without holding anything back. Love that we all want that love, but we have those who play games basically. So for me, I believe love is actually real. But we say, and why do I think it's actually real? Well, from the things you see, I see some people expressing love in the point, and I'm like, wow, this is pure, clean love, like love at its purest form, undiluted, just there. And I'm like, so many examples. Times you see, I think recently I saw about a lady who talked about, I think 2 years ago, she posted about trying to join a Lydia challenge and that a man should wake her up and everything. And the man kept calling her on WhatsApp till she was awake. And then that was in 2023. And in 2025, she's here saying that now he doesn't have to call her to wake her up, just has to tap her. I was like, wow, that's that's the kind of love I definitely want to experience. Well, we go all out for each other. He needs help, she needs help, I'm there, she's there. Like even when it's not even convenient, still there. So I'm a big fan of love, and I would say it again, love in this generation is real. But we have those who play games with it, who think it's a game, who just think, oh, let's do what we want to do. Because I've heard several comments, I've heard several people say, oh, they are loving somebody, oh, someone will say, why you are dating this person, have other options. And I'm like, who does that? Why are you playing games? Give your all. If it doesn't work out, or if it works out, fine. If it doesn't work out, you leave, but you know that you give your hope. You know that the person you gave it to wasn't deserving of it. And you keep because at times so that you don't lose yourself. Like giving your all to somebody. If it doesn't work out, so you don't lose yourself. You just be who you are. So I believe love is real. I've been a big fan of that, and I believe so. Thank you.
So, so I love the fact that I asked two people for their opinion on if love is real in our generation or if everyone is playing games. And to be honest, I love their replies. I love their replies. Big ups to Fermi for sending a voice note and to Dami for the second voice note. And both of them like they explained and they sort of like they sort of like made me understand that no matter how fucked up our generation is, love still exists and love is real where love is real. And the people who still want to keep playing games are there. But like we shouldn't let the people who are playing games like make us write off real love or make us feel like real love is disappearing or real love doesn't exist because it does exist. And this is actually beautiful. So if you're out there doubting if love actually exists, trust me, love did this world. Now you just never see. And if you are one of the people that they are playing games, now gonna go kill you, fuck you. Nah, I be like saying me I don't dey happy one kind so I still love. Okay, so now that we've ascertained that love is real, now let's move into something that is really, really difficult, which is knowing if you're actually in love with someone. And this is where this topic, love or lust, the great confusion comes from. Because sometimes we do think we're in love, but like deep down, it's not actually love. And there's a thin line between love and lust that we don't even understand. So I don't understand it, honestly. I don't understand that thin line. It might not be lust, it might be attraction, it might be the way the person looks. And sometimes it might just be because like your friends are having this and then you just randomly want to be with the person that you are attracted to immediately and you think that you're in love with the person because of that attraction. Don't take my word for it. Just listen to these voice notes first. So we'll be able to like understand or see if people have actually like been in this situation before. I don't want to be like I know it all. So let's listen to this.
So I would love to talk about my personal experience of how I mistook lust or attraction for just love. So it occurred when I was in like secondary school. You know, I think it was even because I was really young then. No, this when you have, let me just say, secondary school crush. So all those type of stuffs. So I think I was about entering SS1 then. So, due to puberty, like you understand. I know you understand. So it was during that period. So I had a crush in the class. I think it was a class captain then, very intelligent boy. And it was my sleep partner there as well. So I feel like what I was feeling then wasn't love, it was lust or just mere attraction. Because I feel I didn't even know what I wanted then. So I'm going to talk about how I regretted it. I feel I was even obsessed with him at a point, because I was, in life, humans have a priority. So, and during that time, my my priority, the one that should be on top of the list, is my education. So I just feel like I should have concentrated more on my education than being obsessed with my secondary school classmates, and that was my crush. So I feel that was unnecessary. It got to a point where it started showing in my academics that I was distracted and all, if you understand me. Thank you.
Good afternoon and happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, so I remember when I freshly finished secondary school. Then I was preparing for JAMB. There was this girl that she was in my secondary school, but I think she left in SS1 or SS2. Then I met her in the JAMB center and all. It was like little me thought I was developing feelings for this girl. And that time I just thought my friends had babe, even though it was not serious. But I just wanted to have my own babe too. And in like a week's time, I asked her out and we started. Man, that relationship was hell. It was toxic, like from one fight to the other and everything. Like coupled with jump tutorial, having to battle with fights and all. It was like weighing me down. I would just be feeling moody, and I was unable to concentrate fully well because instead of me to be reading my books, I'll be trying to apologize to someone or trying to settle because I hugged a girl or something. And all it was a lot. It weighed me down so much. It even made me lose focus and not do so well in my first jam, and that affected me. I had to sit for another jam. So I little did I know that I was not in love. It was just lost. But eventually, after my first jam, I had to like call myself to order and end things because I knew this wasn't love. This was just lost. And I think I listened to a sermon. There was this church I went to there, and I listened to a sermon that was like, it was during like after Valentine's period. It was titled Love, Lost and Marriage. So that was when I was like able to learn that all I had was lost and not love.
Okay, like I said earlier before I played their voice notes, yeah, these guys are my friends, and looking at how they've evolved, I've noticed that like the guy is someone that has moved past the whole stage of attraction to someone that actually looks for what he wants in a woman, honestly. And then I've noticed that my female friends was like, evolved too. And what I realized from their stories was sometimes the little things that attract you to a person, when you sit down and you like think about it for a while, you start to like you start to not see the point or the joy in it. I don't know if it makes any sense. I once read a book where they said, if you have a reason as to why you love someone, then one day you stop seeing that reason. And I think that is where attraction sets in. That's where attraction or lust sets in. Most people is about, oh, he's a fine boy. Oh, he has money. Oh, she has nyash. Oh, she has breast. Oh my God, she's so smart. Oh my God, she's so this, he's so that. And that is the reason why you became attractive to them. And then what if one day the whole reason why you're attracted rather to them, like just goes out? I don't know if that makes any sense. What if it just goes out? How do you like how do you stand? How does it like make any sense? Or so to say, the thing that makes you attracted to them, then you later find out that they have like one or two more red flags. For example, like that guy said, he said that anger, like she used to have anger issues and she used to like talk stupid things when he was trying to battle jump. I don't know if that makes any sense, yeah. Sometimes what we have to look for in there's a thin line between love and lust, and honestly, it's not like as if there's no like bad side to love, because love is like staying through the thick and thing, as we heard from like the third voice note, yeah. So But then there's a thin line between love and lust, because in love you realize that even though this person has a crazy side, you'd still like stay because you want the person. But in lust, you start to like realize that, wait, why do I even like this person in the first place? And you start to like look at the reasons, and then you look at that the reasons aren't like worth, they're not worth you staying with that particular person. I think that is where we should like start to notice. And it happens when we're a lot younger. Like now that we're a lot younger, because if you look at our parents, they've also made such mistakes when they were younger. And then the more they grew old, it's not about being old too, but about the more they became mature psychologically, they started to realize that like it isn't about the things you can see, it isn't about the things that attract you, but like deep down in ourselves, we need to actually look at the reasons or the things that make us think we're in love with someone before we actually admit that we're in love. I think we should start normalizing the word I like this person than I love this person. It's a thing I used to do. I don't know if it makes any sense. Before I use the word love, it means that I must have like seen qualities in that particular person. So I like to use the word I like these people. I usually like, some of my friends know that I use this particular word a lot. I prefer using the word like, because it makes me be on the safer side, to know that yes, I am not trying to put too much commitment to this, but I'm just trying to know that yes, I like this person the way this person is. I like this thing about this person and all of that. So I feel like moving forward, we should actually try to think. But I mean, a man that is in love doesn't think, or a woman that is in love doesn't think. So how will we do it? I don't know. I mean, when you get into it, you realize and you come outside. So that's the point of it. End of story. Bye. Sorry for that. Okay. So now now that we've like settled all of those wala, and then you start to realize that, wait, Valentine's Day scam, love or lust, talking stage wala. Are people actually loving, or we are just playing games? And then you start to think about it, that isn't this whole love like thing stressful? Like, she wala kon fe kora mi si ba ni. Honestly, maybe you're right. Love is stressful, honestly. And sometimes the best person to love might actually be yourself. I mean, no heartbreaks, no awkward what are we, no overthinking every text, no stress, no anything. It's just you, good food, peace of mind, your phone, your room, you sleep, you wake up. But I wanted to be sure that I'm thinking the same thing, like with other people. So I decided to ask someone else. So I asked her that, would you rather spend your time alone, or you'd be with someone like your significant other on Valentine's Day? And I liked her reply. Maybe you'd like it too. So let's head into it.
Would I rather spend Valentine's Day with someone special or enjoy it alone? Being someone who doesn't like everybody's eyes, everybody's attraction to myself, I think I would rather spend it alone, because most times Valentine's Day and its celebrations are always done outside. Let's go on a date, let's have a distance, anything that just takes me out of my room. I don't want. So if it were possible, because anything outside your room, anything outside your space seems like an obligation. People begin to see it as it's because it's February 14, that's why they are doing this, or they start saying oh this and that. It doesn't feel sincere. So if at all there is anything that we want to do, we can always do other things that are not so loud, other things that doesn't necessarily need all those attraction and everything. My partner and I could maybe order something to eat, just do something that doesn't necessarily carry you out of your zone. But anything that is more than that, please, I would like to enjoy it alone. I can be in my room and do other things. I can do other things. So I think I would something that is most likely to occur is spending it alone. Because most times people don't bring up ideas of there's I don't know if it gets me sure. But yeah, that's what I'll most likely do.
Damn. This is the most beautiful answer I've ever gotten. Or that I've gotten. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think this is the most beautiful. No, I'm not saying it's the most beautiful because it's a girl. No, I'm not saying that. But then the point is, I prefer the idea of spending the time alone, like with myself, trying to know myself more. Because the best way to love someone is to love yourself. I don't know if it makes any sense, but people don't understand that the best way to love someone else is to love yourself. So I feel if you'd if you'd love to love your partner, or if you feel like you want to do good to your partner, I think you can actually just get them a gift or like get them something and like just I don't know, spend time alone. But if you feel like you want to spend time alone, there are other ways. Um, there's one thing I want to say. Yes, I just remembered now. If you actually want to spend time with your partner on Valentine's Day, there's this overdoing thing that we have like generally as a generation, which is showing off. And I think it's not necessary. I'm not trying to attack anybody here, but I'm just trying to say that it's not necessary. All I'm just saying is if you actually love someone, if you know how you love someone, if you know why you love someone, then you should know what they like the most. Not now note what they like the most isn't about okay, my baby's into jewelries. Okay, I should go and rub Cartier for her, or I should rub Gucci and all of that for her. That makes no sense. But like there are certain things that people love. For example, let's say you and your significant other met at a particular library, and she's into books like fiction, romance, and all of that. Both of you can just I don't know if it's the day before Valentine's or Valentine's itself or the day after, both of you can just like go to that particular place that you met and then take books, read together, or borrow books from that place, read it together. I don't know, have a book review, like reminisce the reason why you people fell in love in the first place. If it's that you met at a particular point in time, like you guys can just take a stroll back to that particular place, relive that memory. I feel like that is the beauty about spending time with your partner on Valentine's. That it's one thing that is overrated that people do not understand because I related with what she's saying that she doesn't really like the whole public eye and everybody's like oh because they are going out on a date they are like a couple together they are going on like a dinner something they're holding hands in public and shit like that sometimes it doesn't have to be like extravagant it might just be the little things that oh, okay, yourself and your babe met at a particular place, or you guys love doing something together. It's something you both can like do, like just so you can show the person that you love them. These gentle gestures are the things that actually matter, not the like overdo thing that we now do that is until your babe buys you an AMG or a 16 Pro or shit like that before you know that yes, your partner has done this, or before your partner takes you to Eco Atlantic or Sheraton and shit like that, or they take you on an all expense trip to Italy or Dubai, and those things are good. I'm not saying they're not good. Those things are good. It's good, like to give your all to your partner if you can't do it, but the beauty is to spend time with the one you love, like doing the things that you both love together. And after all of this analysis, Where do we stand exactly? Is Valentine's Day a scam? Is modern love a game? Do we love people or just the idea of love? Or maybe, just maybe, we don't actually want love, we just love the chase. I don't know. And with that, I leave you with this thought. Are we spiraling or are we just well, welcome to my world and welcome to Momentin Isaac's Head. See you next episode. Bye.